The legend continues yet as a hood attorney discovers his spirit of justice. So we continue with the whatchamacallit turnabout. Yeah, these trials are really long in this game. Like they've been going a lot longer since the original trilogy. Like I had saw the first trial into fucking 2 episodes. May 11th, 9:40 a.m. High Court of Khura'in, accused lobby. Wasn't able to find a gruesome evidence yesterday, but if I can figure out Lady Kira's motive for starting High Priest, then maybe. Nick, today I will. Don't slow down, Maya. I'm gonna defend you with everything I got. You would do well to seize this insanity while you still can. As I said yesterday, bitch, I'm gonna defend my client in court, whether you like it or not. Well, know this, you shall not witness a miracle of the sort that occurred last time. The moment she is found guilty, you too will be fucked. Well, bitch, I never claimed to be a miracle maker, but I am good at discovering the truth. And unlike miracles, the truth is always waiting to be found. The truth, you say? Then it seems you have chosen your fate. This shall be your very last trial. Nick. Don't worry, I'm gonna prove you innocent, Maya. You'll see. After all, you have to introduce the Plump Punisher, warrior of the Neo Twilight Realm to the folks back home, right? Right. I may be defended this time. But I'll be by your side like always, Nick. Respect. This is tough on lawyers. They know all I can get. Plus, it's always good to have you on the team. Well, it's time. Let's go! I'm doing this on the same day as I recorded the investigation part, which I usually try to avoid doing, because I get tired, but... May 11th, High Court of Khura'in. Day 1. Court is now in session. All rise, motherfuckers. Oh yeah, she's there with me. Ah, like the good old days. The defense is ready, my boy. Got my nigga. Huh? Quiet! Can you see Prosecutor Sanmati is absorbed in silent prayer? How the fuck am I supposed to tell that? The trial's barely starting, he's already mad at me. He's very devout for a prosecutor. Isn't she usually to my right? Oh, I guess that's how it's been in these games. Huh, that's weird. Why is the accuser standing over there? Oh, well... Your Majesty, in addition to being the accused, she is also my assistant. The accused is your assistant, you say? Alright then. What criminal does indeed make a fitting partner for a lawyer with a defiled soul? That wasn't very nice. Yeah, bad-mouthing lawyer seems to be the norm over in this bitch. I must say though, I'm surprised to see you still here in Khura'in, Mr. Wright. Even more so to find you in the Hall of Justice yet again. No. I cannot fathom why you would willingly risk your life in yet another trial. The answer is simply, Majesty. I am a lawyer, and that is my job. Although, to be frank, I'd rather be anywhere else but here right now. Such foolishness. Ah, Prosecutor Sanmati. Are you ready to begin now? Yes, Your Majesty. The prosecution is ready. Let us begin without further delay. But first, I promise you both this. I will cast your wicked souls into the fires of hell. Thus shall the soul of the victim attain salvation. Ha ha ha, you tell them. Alright, I expect nothing less of you, Prosecutor Sanmati. Yeah. Please. Okay, I was actually saying. Beat this nigga's ass, yeah. Punk ass bitch. I didn't think I'll pass on the whole fire and hell and shit like that. But I'm not surprised by your words or stance considering what Apollo's told me about you. Lord help me with this nigga. So it was you who instilled that putrid lordly guile within. Putrid? The fuck? He too must soon face the fires, lest his soul be lost to redemption. but I shall send you on ahead, so that he will not be lonely when he arrives. Sorry, bitch, but I think it's gonna be you who's going to hell. You nervous, Maya? A little. Feels like it's been ages since we stood side by side like this in court. Yeah, too bad I'm the defendant. Don't worry. We haven't lost a case together yet. Yeah, you're right. Let's make sure it's not the first one. Alrighty then, Prosecutor Saimari. Please, explain the case. Of course, Your Majesty. Let's begin the last rites of the victim. Maya Fey is charged with the crime of murder. The victim of her heinous crime was High Priest Taurus Inmi. He was conducting a purification rite when he was brutally slain. And the cause of death. Let us review the victim's autopsy report and the crime scene photos, shall we? The cause of death was blood loss from a stab wound delivered to the abdomen. The murder weapon was likely the Warbad dagger, which was used in the rite. However, the weapon has yet to be found, though the scene was thoroughly searched. Sacred relic used as a tool of murder, eh? The Holy Mother's wrath shall be most severe. The murder itself took place at the height of the purification rite. The accused had donned Lady Kira's sacred robes, and the victim was there to offer prayers as the High Priest of Kyrainism. During the rite, the victim and accuser were the only two at the inner sanctum. Therefore, the only person who could have slain the victim is Maya Fey. Not looking too good for you, Maya. I must say, that does cast a great deal of suspicion upon the accuser. Indeed. Excuse me. Now then, allow me to submit this diagram of the crime scene as in this case. Gotcha. Shows the lanterns war satchel. I feel like those lanterns can be important. Because there's one broken one. In Kyrainism, slaying a priest is a sin most grave and dreadful. As such, my faith's soul shall be plunged into the lowest level of hell, the hell of tickling. To be honest, that does sound like hell. There, she shall be tickled without end for 500 million years. No. That is a terrible fate indeed. Would the defense care to respond? Here I thought the hell was a hell of back pain. I don't remember killing anyone. I don't have the dagger or anything like it. As my client stated, she has no memory of the evidence as she's described it by the prosecution. But more importantly, she had no motive to kill the High Priest in the first place. Lord help me with this nigga. I thought you may say that. Nevertheless. The meaningless prattle of lawyers is utterly ineffectual here in the Hall of Justice. For all was made clear by her benevolence's Rafa Padma Kyrain's insight. So it is, and so it shall be. The divination seance reveals the truth for all to see. And here we go again. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Here we go again. Worst place in the world. Rolling Heights, Kyrain Kai Court. It's Princess Rafa. Oh, how beautiful benevolence looks again today. Glory to her mother for this blessed day. As popular as ever, I see. Rest assured, good people of Kyrain, I will defeat this murderer and her abettor. Or is it abattoir? I have no idea what word it is. They should not escape on their freedom expressed today. What a joy it is to have the royal priestess back in the Hall of Justice. May the Holy Mother grant us. You're the one who kicked her out from the last time, what the heck? Order Dihara Kyrain. Okay, bro. Move. She looks pleased with herself. Especially for someone who got their ass beat yesterday. And who didn't even know what a Freedom Express stream was like until yesterday. Oh. Is just something stuck in my face? Barbed head? No, nothing particularly. Alright then, your benevolence. The divination sanity, please. Alrighty then. Name at my robe. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Are you gonna say it again?
Oh, Holy Mother,
you got it.
We hold this divination seance in your name. Let the eyes of everyone here be clear, and our ears be unstopped. Oh, dance of devotion, guide the victim's soul to me, so that we may receive their final memories in the pool of souls.
Are you gonna do the whole dance again? Oh my god, you are. Do I want to watch this again? The song is fire. Fuck it, why not? You know, I'm sure Capcom said one of this cutscene. I'm being an asshole. Does she have to play that dance perfectly every time in order to do this like little spell thing? This is divination stance, as they call it. Here we go again. I had a lot of trouble with this last time, but hopefully it's a bit easier. So this is him. He's praying. He nods. Looks to Maya. Reads. Okay. So that's the letter, I presume, that has a bloody thing on it. Wind. Uh-oh. That's not good. It seemed like he ran to her and got clapped. Uh-oh. The victim Mitama has spoken. The divination seance is complete. Great. Now the clear and incriminating seance vision. It cannot be any clearer, O foul defense. The accuser donned the sacred robes of Lady Kira and then attacked the victim. No. Oh, how very terrible it must have been. The figure of Lady Kira lit against the dim lantern light, the scent of incense growing ever more potent as she drew near. One can almost sense the horror about enemy it must have felt. The facts presented by her benevolence are indisputable. But that wasn't me. Do something, Nick. Bitch, I'm trying. That couldn't have been any clearer, though. Looks like I'm in for another uphill battle. The accuser committed this vile act during our ancient tradition, the purification rite. Now I think about it, the rite guide explains the multi-part purification rite in detail. I should probably read that. The transformation rite. The high priestess reads scriptures, while a priestess dons the robes of Lady Kira. The rite of water. Lady Kira's entered the spring, and then the high priest purifies her, along with her dagger. The rite of fire. The priest circles the sacred flames to purify your soul. Indeed. It would seem that the murder occurred during the transformation rite. The rite dictates that the high priest stand in front of the spring. Therefore, the accuser must have attacked him from the direction of the broken lantern. Well, barbed head. Would you care to object? Bitch, of course I can, because I know my client's innocent. So you say, you truly do not know where you are beaten, do you? I managed to pull it off last time with Alibi. Why does it do it again? Can't be that hard. No. You intend to find the fault with their Belen's insight yet again? It would seem lawyers are Polkunan in creatures indeed. Look at that Polkunan! Polkunan! Fucking Polkunan! The What the fuck even is a Pokemon? Someone who's a real piece of work, so to speak. Well, they can call me whatever they want. The only thing I care about is uncovering the truth. Well, barbed head, are you foolish enough to risk your life for your so-called truth? Because my insights are the truth, to deny them is willing to dig your own grave. Or, as they say, play yourself. Alright, Insa, don't fuck me. What did it say? Did it say Insa? Rafa in Insight. The victim commenced the purification rite by bowing to the lanterns and reading a sutra. As a first part, the transformation rite ended. He lowered a sutra. Suddenly, he heard the accusers' approaching footsteps and smelled their incense-laden robes. It was then that the victim felt an intense pain. I believe this is when he was stabbed. As his life's blood spilled over, his vision dimmed to finally pass out from our world. But see, what I think happened was that the victim ran to Kia, right? Isn't that what happened? Or whatever her name is? But how do I prove that? I don't think I could prove that. Dressed as like a robe's away to Kira, the accuser rushed the victim head on. The brutal stabbing she perpetrated could not have been any clearer. Yes, it is plain for all to see. No, it wasn't me. A sudden drowsiness came over me during the transformation rite. I didn't get a chance to put on Lady Kira's robes. Lord help me with this, bitch. You waste our time with such meaningless statements, accuser. You cannot explain away the truths revealed by the royal priestess's divine insights. How'd you end up fighting contradictions last time? The deceased solemn memories include all 5 senses. Oh, you mean those words that appeared in people's souls? Looks to me like the bigger word. No, the bigger the word, the sensation was to the victim. Right. And that's how it looks for me too. The sages themselves are never wrong, only their interpretations. That's why I tried to point out mistakes in the insight last time. So there could be contradictions between what Abbott and me felt and her insights, huh? Yep, I'm gonna find them this time too. Which I gotta point out contradictions in the insight. I think I got it. Nah, I remember how that works. Still, sensation this time seems to fluctuate more than once from Albie's trial. Better keep an eye on the changes in their intensity too. Gotcha. Okay. Alright, come on, we can do this. Focus. Okay. Let me just watch this one time. Okay. Okay. They both look intact, but we know that one's broken. But it just appears intact, so it's fine. Reads it. Reading it. He's reading it. He isn't picking up anything. He's not feeling or feeling anything. Okay. Puts it down. Wind. Boom. Kira. Footsteps. So I guess there was footsteps, but it doesn't look like she moved at all. It's kind of crazy. Reading it. He's reading it. Wind. Footsteps. Incense. You know what it is? The footsteps aren't getting louder, right? They're getting louder if she's approaching her. I think that's what it is. How do I advance? Here we go. Right here. Wind. Look, the incense gets stronger, but the footsteps don't. So that should be the contradiction.
Objection!
Give me that. Fuck you think I want this shit. The victim supposedly heard the accused's approaching footsteps. But did he really? What bullshit is this? Is it not abundantly clear? No, bitch, it isn't. Because there's something that doesn't add up about those footsteps. Something that doesn't add up. Explain yourself, barbed head. You see, the footsteps are strange because they don't get louder. They're not getting any louder. And why exactly does that matter? What do you mean, why does that matter? Please focus your attention on the incense the victim smelled. The scent grows stronger as the accused approaches. If the accused really had approached the victim, the sound of footsteps wouldn't grow louder as the scent of incense grew stronger. Ah! Why should you get blasted with a gust of wind? Well, that makes perfect sense. How can this explain their benevolence? Well, there must be a reason. Oh shit, these pictures look like kind of dumb right now. It is as they say, even a putrid bitch of a lawyer will turn. The fuck does that even mean, dude? As long as like he's singing your praises, though, that's for damn sure. Still, we can't discount this information solely on account of its loyalty source. Your benevolence. Perhaps you must listen more carefully to the Abbot Saitama. Listen more carefully. What the fuck's this nigga talking about? Yes, it would appear so. I shall try to refine the sensation. Bitch, refine the sensation? I can more accurately gauge the sensation by deepening my communication. Why did you just do that in the first place? I didn't make you do that. Why the fuck have we known this before? That's what I'm saying! By refining the sensation, a clear picture of the truth can be discovered. O blessed Mitama, I beseech you, hear me now and respond to my call. Bells. The fuck? Footsteps changed to bells. What could this mean? Bells? Well, the only bells at the scene of the crime were... Ah! That jungle must have come from Abbot Emi's bells. You mean those big things he had on his ankles? Well, there you have it. The sound of bells was from the High Priest's own footsteps. Then that means... If the footsteps belonged to the victim himself, it means that it was the victim who was moving, not the accused. That's what I said in the first place. Yeah, the victim ran to the accused. The victim was the one who went running towards the broken lantern in the spring. A far cry from where her benevolence's insight would have us believe. Get the fuck out of here. But why would the victim approach the accused? Maybe he's trying to defend himself. Please explain. Gotcha. He could have felt threatened by Lady Kira standing there with a dagger. If so, he might have thought to overpower her before she attacked. Are they like heckling her? Still your voices. This is nothing but a theory, and a poor one at that. Be led not astray by this lawyer's obvious postulation. While his insolence is inexcusable, I would ask that you calm yourself, your benevolence. Is there something you would care to say, Prosecutor Samadhi? Even if it was Abbot Emi who was moved, it does not negate the accused's crime. What the fuck are you talking about? The accused was likely waiting for the High Priest to approach. Ah! And as he neared, she plunged the dagger into him. It is as simple as that. Oh, yeah, I guess that really doesn't change much, does it? Yes, it's as the prosecution has said. In fact, it is as I meant to say all along as well. Right, shut your stupid ass up. That's why you're so shocked when you first heard it, yeah. Understand now, lawyer, that contradiction you conjured up has come to naught. Once I hone my insights, it will vanish like the dying rays of the sun. He rushed off. No, he rushed the accused and tried to fight her off by the broken lantern. Okay. See, the fact that it was Abbot Emi who moved changes nothing. Come on, Phoenix. You gotta keep it cool. That contradiction I pointed out must mean something. Double sensation changed after Princess Ray for refined vision. It stands to reason that something else might have changed too because of the refinement. I should focus on any sensations that have been changed, while searching for more contradictions between them and her insights. Okay. Alright, let's watch it again then. Since water. So now he hears water. That's interesting. No, you know what it is? Hold on. Let me see. Where's the diagram? Where's the diagram at? Right here. Look. You know why he hears water? Because he stepped back. He stepped back into the spring. That's why the bells disappeared and he hears water. Because he stepped back. He wasn't fighting her off, he was backing up.
Objection!
Get off me! Get off me! I'm woke today. Or I guess tonight. Hold it right there. How do we know the purification rite was performed exactly as it was supposed to be? That's easy. The customs governing the rite are very clear, and not like Imi would have adhered to them. Well, that's pretty odd. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain why it's just so strange? Of course! I would ask you to consider the sound of the victim's footsteps. The sound of bells changes to the sound of water at one point. What's this? It's quite simple, really. The victim must have stepped into some water. Oh. Right. And the only source of water in the inner sanctum is a spring. And therein lies the bullshit. What bullshit? I believe the rite started out as it should have. The victim stood with his back to the spring, and the accuser stood right in front of him. But we now know that the victim then moved into the spring. Pokunko, that is absurd. This means the accuser's location differs from what her malevolent insight indicates. Ah! Then where do you propose the accuser stood once she donned Lady Kira's robe? Wait, what? Huh? I have no clue. What the fuck? Wait, was she not in front of him? Right? Cause why would he back up into the spring if Mai wasn't right in front of him? I don't understand. No, I do, but I don't understand at all. Where do you believe the accuser is actually standing? Huh? The only source of water in the spring, there's a contradiction. What contradiction? The victim might start out as should have. The victim stood with his back to the spring, and the accuser stood right in front of him. But now that the victim moved into the spring. Huh? So then, does that mean she was like on the fucking statue or something? I don't know. I don't know at all. I have no clue. I have absolutely no clue. This is like a leap in logic. Was she like back here? What the fuck? Based on the victim's footsteps? Bells walks into the water, but how is that gonna help me determine Mai's position? That doesn't make any sense. What the fuck? Spring. What the fuck? How I assumed that only one person could fit in this. Until this moment, we've just assumed that Abbott, Enemy, and Miss Faye were standing where we were supposed to be, as shown in this rights guide. In short, the victim should have been standing with his back to the spring and the accuser in front. However, if that is how they were really standing, then he couldn't have stepped into the spring as he approached her. The problem is, the victim did step into the spring. This could mean that Miss Faye had actually been standing in the water. Oh. Really? Okay, so I guess this is my fault for not thinking correctly. But if this is true, then their positions would have been completely reversed. I thought he was just backing away from her, but okay. What the fuck is going on here, Miss Faye? Were you really standing in the spring? I'm sorry, but I barely remember anything about the rite. What the fuck, the High Priest would never make such an obvious blundering a rite. What the fuck? Is that even possible? Get off her, Rafa. I mean, yeah, get him off of Rafa. Be that as it may, this does not overturn my insights. It doesn't. Let us say the accuser was standing in the spring. So what? So what? This just completely reverses the positions is what? That their positions differed is what is customary about is rather curious. However, what does that change? It certainly does not erase the accuser's brutal crime. Fuck, I guess you have a point there. You lawyers are an absurd breed. Never thinking ahead, you cling to the first insignificant contradiction you can muster. Ugh. Something Princess Rafa has a pretty good grasp on what lawyers are all about. Oh my, where to be without your brutally frank commentary right now? Use that time to deep think. Is this contradiction really meaningless? But something really doesn't feel right. Did I take a wrong turn somewhere? I will now amend my insight to account for this new truth. Rush into the accused and try to fight her off by the poolside lantern. Okay, whatever. Now the contradiction is no more. But the truth of the matter still stands no matter how stubbornly you deny it. What do you have to say for yourself now, young Wright? Nick, your majesty, this lawyer may have raised a trivial objection. But her benevolence's insights have no further inadequacies of any kind. Yes, so it would seem. Hold on a second, but there is another contradiction. Lord help move this nigga. Still you flounder about, wretched beast. Will you rack that putrid brain of yours? Nothing worthwhile will come of it. Maya, please tell me remember something that might help us out there. Sorry, I really don't remember shit. But not that the place I was standing in has changed, who knows? That only causing you discrepancy with Princess Rafa's insights. That's true. We now know that Maya was standing in a spring. Made a change like that could very well produce a contradiction. Should take another look at the inner sanction diagram in the court record. And confirm where Maya and you were standing. And then focus on finding discrepancies between your positions and the insights. Okay. Okay, let me watch it now. So, okay, we have he's in the pool now. Hold on, pause. No, not that. Shit, no, back. Pause. Diagram. Wait, was it updated? So, we know Maya was in the spring. What's his name ran into there? So we assumed that he was in the spring before. Right? But now we assume that he is by the broken lantern. Okay, gotcha. Okay, let's continue. Right there. Let me wait, right? Because where's he at? He's right there. He shouldn't be seeing that, right? Because that lantern isn't broken. Right? There's glass on them, right? Right? Bowing to the lanterns. Come commenced. Yeah, it's just certain. Nice heard. How do I wait? Is this even part of the thing? You're actually using try to fight off by the spring side lantern. I think that's what it is. Cause yeah, the wind shouldn't be blowing the fire out of the lantern because there's glass. But that's probably not it though. You know how stupid I can be. Cause if that's not it, I have no idea what it is, and there's gonna be another one of those insights. Not even insights, just things. Am I the right one? Nope, here goes nothing.
Objection!
Oops. Alright. This is gonna be good. The fuck? So basically the whole thing is a fancy way for Lily Kira to take a bath once in a year. Must be nice to be her, haha. The fuck wrote this?
Objection!
Wait, I had it right the whole time? But I just... Oh my god. I just cooked the... I can't... Dude, wow. I'm kind of salty about that one, not gonna lie. Alright, took a short break. And, note stuff when I edit this, don't edit timer, because that was bullshit. I got that from the very beginning. But anyways, your benevolence, I found yet another contradiction. You did. No doubt it's but another of your vile attempts to slander my insights. Nope, you're just a bitch. Take a good look at the victim saw. What it saw. Excuse me, it might change your mind. The lantern flame beneath the accuser was flickering. Behind. Man, I'm tired. There's nothing unusual about that, especially as the wind had stirred. No, bitch, that's where you're wrong. And she was the one who fucking told me about this and yelled at me for it. If the accuser had been standing in the spring, then what you see here should be one of the lanterns flanking the statue. I fail to see what your point is. My point is, there's some nigger going on here. The two lanterns flanking the statue are both outfitted with glass wind guards. So neither lantern flame should have been flicking the wind in the first place. Wait for it. Huh. Okay, never mind. She seems pretty tickled, Nick. I don't remember saying anything funny, though. I fail to see what you wish to prove here, but... Very well. I shall refine the vision and reveal the truth for all to see. Just fully refine it from the first time. O blessed Mitama, I beseech you, fix your sight upon the lantern there. He's basically saying, Ayo, stupid ass holy mother. Get that shit right. Huh? That lantern does have a wind guard on it. Exactly, because that's the broken lantern. And rightly so. For the wind guard was removed to reveal the sacred flame with... What? Bullshit! Therefore, there was nothing odd about the flame flickering. See what? But when we were to the crime scene, those lanterns had the wind guards on. That's because the police put them back on. The sacred flames have burned uninterrupted for hundreds of years, defense. We could not risk them being extinguished, even during an investigation. But that would never fly back home. Well, Barbhead, are you done quibbling? If so, then it is time to bow down before this testimony of the Mitama. Nick! Don't worry, I'm just getting started. Alright, let's go everything we know so far. Maya was wearing Lady Kira's robes and standing in the spring. The High Priest is thought to have been moving towards her. So, I should look for sensations outstanding contradictions arrangement. Wait, let me read that again, so I don't fuck up. She was wearing his robes and taking a spring. The high priest thought to be moving towards her. So, for sensations that stand in contradiction to... Okay. I won't give up. I'm gonna find contradiction that will undermine the accusation against Maya. You got it, Big P. Man, it is cold in here for once. Fourth way claimed by being too hot, now it's too fucking cold. Okay, now wait. Oh, so the lanterns are super clear now. Right? Yeah, you can see them clearly now. When guards are removed. It's gotta be something with the lanterns, right? There's just, like, there can't be another contradiction that just appears. Nothing else is updated. Alright, let's look at this again closely. I really don't know. I have absolutely no clue. I'm trying to think of it as I can, but... Dude, I have no fucking clue. I absolutely have no clue what could possibly be. Like, I just don't know. It's gotta be something with the lanterns though, right? Because what else could have possibly come up with the contradictions? That's the only thing that was revised in the fucking... I don't even know how long I've been sitting here. I guess I need to start guessing. I don't even know what to do. I have absolutely no clue. None of this can be the contradiction, right? Because, like, it just doesn't make any sense. The lanterns are now clearer than before. The wind is the only thing I can think of. What's this? Maya, I cannot find contradictions. Come on, Nick. Barely someone to tell if you think, well, bitches, this is hard. I didn't notice anything wrong with sensations that appeared as words just now. Maybe the contradiction is what? About enemy saw. There's gotta be something fishy about the things that we can make. That's what I'm saying, the lanterns. But I don't fucking see anything contradictory with the lanterns. Like, what's contradictory about them? He bows to the lanterns that are there. You know what? That's the broken lantern, isn't it? There's an... No, because I think I've tried that already, though. But it looks like the broken lantern. Because, here, look. It has little things on all sides, but this one, it looks like it's cut off. Like how it is in the diagram.
Objection!
And that's exactly what it was. Oh my god, dude, this is insane. Alright, so here we go, we're back. It's been a whole day, went to sleep. I didn't even pause the game. This dude thinks has been here thinking for about almost 24 hours. I don't remember what the contradiction was, but oh, that's right, the stupid ass lanterns, which I thought it was just like the shadows covered like that were like, you know, made it appear that way. But no, I don't know. I guess, I don't know, dude. Like, what could this possibly mean? That lantern clearly contradicts the insight. But this contradiction will overturn the entire case I've been building. You good, young right? 1 minute you shout out, and the next you fall silent. Perhaps it is like the bellow of one who is barreling down a hill with no way of stopping. Is I not right, Prosecutor Sadmati? Rafe, are you sipping for this dude? Rafe is a simp, bro. Don't cold feet now, Phoenix. Even if this overturns the entire case you've built so far, the only way to keep moving forward, oh no, is to keep moving forward, because that's where we'll find the truth.
Take that! Take that! Objection. Objection!
Okay, for some reason my microphone cut out because my dock went turned off and some like my head. Okay, luckily I caught that before like we got too far in. Anyways, are you suggesting that there was someone else at the scene of the crime? Have I misunderstood? The voice of the Mitama yet again? This cannot be. Whew. That was a close one. But managed to divine the true meaning behind the sensation somehow. Probably adding facts to the cold record. Okay. So I don't know if I said this before, but I hope my game is running slower, or like messing up because I left it on for a whole day. I will overturn the brash accusations of this faithless, putrid bitch nigga. Yes, I shall place my trust in you. Joe stupid ass inside out of here. Alright. I get a witness now? Are you sure about this, Prosecutor Satomati? My work as an international prosecutor has taken me to courts around the world. And in that time, I have learned to perform the last rites for souls in trials lacking a seance. Right, of course, forgive my ludicrous inquiry. Moreover, I have with me a forensic investigator from overseas. I will show you all the most magnificent last rites ever seen. Guess he really does think highly of Ima and her forensic expertise. Perhaps he's come to understand their value. And again, he is an international prosecutor who solved tough cases around the world. Guess I'm hunkered down, eh? Alright then, let's continue today's proceedings. Could the defense please tell us who the third party dressed as Akira was? Your new claim has negated the insights of the royal priestess, so I trust you have some evidence to support it, correct? Well, yeah, of course! Come on, Nick. I mean, Phoenix. This third party must have really wanted to kill the high priest. I might be able to identify who it was if I had evidence of the murder's intent. Here we go. Okay. Murderous intent. Murderous intent. The arrow, that could be it. The warning also could be it. Do not perform the rite, I know what you are planning. I think it's the, it's gotta be the warning, right? Gotta be. 3 days before the purification rite, the victim received a warning letter from an unidentified individual. Oh my god, a warning letter, wow. He did? He sure did. Whoever sent it clearly meant to threaten the high priest. The letter said, do not perform the rite. But the rite went on as scheduled. I believe this is why the high priest was murdered. Who do you suppose sent that letter? A person with something to hide. The rebel hunter disguised as Lady Kira herself. Oh my god, the rebel hunter? Peace. I don't understand. I'd heard that Lady Kira has been in the news of late, only hunted rebels. No. If so, why would she have killed the High Priest? That's a great question. Maybe it would help to think of it this way. What if the High Priest had secretly been a rebel? Why, the High Priest? He couldn't possibly have been a rebel. Hey. The High Priest? A devout follower of Kyrainism? A rebel? Do you even comprehend the complete blasphemy of what your dumbass just said? Well, do you? Well, I too find it hard to believe at first. But, as I continue my investigation, it started to become more and more plausible. The third party was the rebel hunting Lady Kira, and the High Priest was a rebel? Your mockery Kyrainism, no. Of Kingdom of Kyrain itself, knows no bounds. Oh shit. That fucking asshole lawyer. He's making a mockery of our goddamn religion. No. As faithful Kyrainist, I take issue with these claims. And I'm loath to admit them into today's proceedings. I don't know if how this is going. Defense's claims are but vile blasphemy, tantamount to spitting on the Holy Mother. Damn, is it really that big of a deal, Maya? About Abbot Imi was a distinguished monk, and very well respected too, so yeah. Shit. Don't want this to turn into an international incident. But fear not, good people of Kyrain. Do not think that this putrid-brained lawyer who seeks to sully the soul of the deceased shall come to no avail once I conclude these last rites. The prosecution's assertion that the accused killed the victim remains unchanged. But the victim was stabbed in the abdomen. How the fuck is that possible when he had his back turned towards Miss Faye? Someone else must have killed him. Are you sure about that? You may have invalidated the seance, but do not let it go to your dumbass head. The karmic flow of this trial is, as yet, still in my hands. How the fuck does this thing be so confident? Something has occurred to me, you see. And your allegations of a third party are but complete bullshit. And I shall prove that by calling a new witness to the stand. An eyewitness who will deliver a definitive answer that will dispel the defense's doubts. An eyewitness? Alrighty then, we'll just call this eyewitness to the stand.